What the fuck? Yeah, we back on, y'all. Look, if y'all ever, if we going and the shit ever just cut off and shit like that, then y'all know what it is. My glasses went. I don't be knowing what be going on. Sometime with this thing. I fuck with all ball. I fuck with all ball. See, look at that. A beetle. A beetle. A whole fucking beetle. And I want to know where they're coming in at. A beetle. But look, see everybody gone. Now everybody just tell y'all what I want to talk about though. If you read the title, this is the idea. This is the idea I have for a video I want to do. I want to talk about like everybody shooter shit, shooter, and I guess it's calmed down now some, but I like this. Okay, like um stop. Um it was really big a little while ago. Motherfuckers was saying there you go. And as I heard motherfuckers shooters and Chicago get a lot of credit for that shooter shit, whatever. And and I just wonder if a motherfucker know like what a shooter is in real, like what an actual shooter is. Like, what do you think about? What do you think of when you hear shooter? Damn it, man. Hey y'all, this shit gonna cut off, and because it's not taking its charge. I gotta get back to goddamn fuck. I don't know how the fuck this shit keep on happening when I go live. Who is told? Hey, see, look, you blocked him, but now he's saying, "Hey, Katrina, T.O. Consaco, where did you get your name from?" That's not. That's not. That's not what a shooter is. A shooter is not somebody moving silence. A shooter is somebody who shoots people, like an assassin. And listen here, dog. Let me say it like this. If you faggot ass, I'm gonna say this, dog. Look, if you faggot ass, if any of you niggas is like trying to hide behind me on some, yeah, hey yo, this totally off topic, but look here, dog. Any one of you niggas, before this shit cut off, any one of you niggas that call yourself watching my shit and being a fan of me, yet all you really want to do is put down women, like that's all you want. That's all. Something, maybe something happened to you and shit like that in your life. A woman broke your heart. However it was, I don't know what the fuck happened to you, but it's a lot of you niggas who consistently will be a fan of mine, but I will see you disrespect but then you try to disrespect women on like to the utmost, not without any rationale behind it. You go, you stupid bitch. You're just a fucking stupid, ugly bitch. Like that's comments I may see from you somewhere else. I'm not with that, dog. I'm not with that. If you're going to be, if you're a fan of mine, you need either you're not gonna like, because I'm telling you, if I see any one of y'all internet name anywhere else and you're disrespecting a woman without any type of rationale behind it, like if I hear or see hatred in the way that you talk to a woman, and I go on your and then you got a troll account, or I'm looking at your account and you don't look like me. You understand? You don't look like that type of nigga. Because when a gamer or a nigga who writes code or makes code on the computer, when they say some of the words I say, it can sound devastating. It can sound horrible. So with so much malice. When I'm saying it because it's something that I've seen. You haven't seen these things. You were never in tune. Like you don't know. You have no idea that your breath stinks. You stink. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a body odor, but you don't know these things because you're lame. You know what I'm saying? But you probably have a job at this place or that place. But because you don't know, simple things about hygiene or, just obviously you don't know how to fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to fuck. You don't know how to pay attention to the way a woman moans or, how to. And I hate that I can't, but I shouldn't be able to explain it, over a computer. Most of what I can teach you about a woman, I would have to actually go out with you. You know what I'm saying? And before I went out with you, I would go to the mall with you. We would get you some clothes and shit. Like I have no problem with playing, Hitch. If y'all old enough to remember the movie Hitch with Will Smith, I have no issue doing that. But I just saw some, and I'm telling you, if you niggas, if you're only behind me because you like the way I talk, you know what I'm saying, about a bitch or some shit like that, and you like to misconstrue my words and imagine in your head that, these black bitches. I've came out and told y'all about that shit one time. I'm telling you now, if I see you anywhere else and you claim to be over, I don't give a fuck if you donated, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to block you indefinitely. And you better hope that I actually don't get to see like your face and shit like that, because then I don't like it's gonna be a whole nother situation. But I'm not with that shit, dog. I'm not a fucking listen to me. Listen, I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I watch video game movies. You understand? The first thing I did when I became successful was I went to Stop or Shop, whatever it's called, and that's how much of a nerd I am. But I went up there and I got me a Xbox 360 because that I had two Xbox 360 and both of them got destroyed, both by bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like the first one, the bitch threw out in the yard because she was at my house, at my home. She threw the shit out the window because I think she found out about a bitch. And then the second one, I left it there. I left it there because I was fleeing for my life. So I left it there. But I had an Xbox 360, and that Xbox 360, all I can do is play Call. I don't play fucking sports games and shit. The only thing I play is Modern Warfare. I like Modern Warfare. Like that really, I like it. I like Modern Warfare. And I can't play online or nothing like that. I just play the story mode. I just like playing story mode. You know what I'm saying? I play the story mode, and I like that. It entertains me and stuff like that. And 2019, I believe, 2019 and into 2018, I went and bought a fucking Xbox 360. I'm like, y'all got an Xbox 360. I'm still in that same mindset. I guess when Xbox 360 was live, this nigga gave me an Xbox 360 for like $50 fucking. I'm like, what? And this is at Game Shop or GameStop. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? This ain't no pawn shop. Why the fuck is it so cheap? And the nigga like, that's old. That like it's old as fuck. I didn't know it was old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what my mind was. But I'm telling you that because I'm telling you that I don't need to play it no more because I'm just so busy now. But I'm saying I like to play video games too. Just because you play video game, they don't make you a nerd or lame or nothing like that. I like on YouTube sometimes when I have downtime, if I have any downtime, which I never have, I like to watch game movies. Like the movie, like I like to watch people play video. Like it's like so Black Ops. It has a whole it's like you can watch somebody else play like gameplay videos and shit like that. I watch that shit like a movie because it's interactive kind of. I like watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a nerd also. So don't take that the wrong way. What I'm saying is I would like for my audience. I swear I did. I thought I was on. I was like, the fuck. I would like for my audience to be women and men who can come to the table without malice, without hate in their heart for whatever happened to them. I will hit on certain situations at time that you went through. Hey, please don't. Hey, Chili, you hear me talking to you? Calm that shit down now. I would like for us to all be adults that come to the table without malice and hatred in our heart. And if we have malice and hatred in our heart, I would like for you to go outside and do something. Like start a regimen in your life to where you start running every morning. You know what I'm saying? You run at nighttime before you go to sleep. Let that energy transform you, not to something bad, but into something good. I understand how it feels. I've cried. Me, Ayo Consaco, like that. I'm in real life. I'm that nigga. Before all this shit, I'm that nigga for real. Cried over a girl leaving me. Cried. But after I shed my tears, I had to move on. It's not, I'm gonna kill her. No, 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 no. I've been cheated on. I've loved with everything, inside of me. You know what's crazy is I didn't know that I was in love. Kind of did know, but didn't know how deep and how much, how far in love I was until she left. Why are you leaving? What you That's what it feel like something's being ripped out of you. But I didn't treat her like I loved her. If I treated her like I loved her, then we wouldn't have no issue. But when she left, she left. Can't do nothing. It was so fucked up because as she was leaving, dog, it was something out of fucking it was something out of a movie. Call on the phone. I don't finna, or maybe she called me and said, I'm finna go. The fuck, I just, and at this time, the shit is on the rocks. I know what she doing. This is what she does. She came in, she came in to fuck up my current situation. She came in to fuck up my current situation, and then once that situation was fucked up, she did. That's she never she didn't want me. She didn't want me. She just wanted she wanted me to be alone though. She didn't want me, but she didn't want me to be with anybody. Uh, and so she came back and but she was there for like 7 days. Now all good. And I can tell she was different. I can tell she was different. She was different. She was different. She was something had something had gotten a hold of her. She was a different person. What I had tried to keep her away from all this time, it had happened. I knew that she wasn't ready for it. I knew that she wasn't ready for it. She wasn't ready for it. No, she wasn't. And that's so funny you say she's a narcissist. She's narcissistic. No, she wasn't. And this is why I have to take full. I have to take full responsibility for what happened because I made her what she was. She was nothing but love in the beginning. She was nothing but love. And that's why I tell y'all every time a girl cries over you, she gets better at it. Every time. She gets better and better and better at it until she's a professional. She can just find out that you cheated and not have to shed a tear. She's used to it. But back to it, she was different. On the phone, I'm leaving. I had just went to the me and B. I'm passing the sideway. We come back from where the fuck was at. I stopped at McDonald's. I got us both something to eat at McDonald's and shit like that. And as we pulling in to snug, she passes by us. So we pulling in and she passed by, and I'm like, I told that nigga to stop the car. This snug, so ain't no this nigga. If you know, you know. Ain't nobody outside and shit. Ain't no traffic like that. So I got the car and I run. I run down there to catch her, and I caught at the stop sign, and she wouldn't even roll the window down. She wouldn't even roll the window down, and I'm looking at her like, "Where you going?" And it's like everything. Her face said it all. Her face said it all. She said, we need some space." She um she said, "I need some space. We need some shit like that. We need some how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck can you tell me that? This is I'm telling you, this the bitch that you raised. This is your bitch. This is your property. This is your bitch. This ain't no, this is your bitch. I'm trying, like, she and all her clothes and shit was in the truck, in the car. Shit. And she said needed to it didn't matter what she said, because in her face, what that told me was she chose, and she knew what her face, she knew what we was saying. She said, "I'm going to fuck him. I'm going to fuck him. I'm fucking him right now. We're going to fuck. I want to go fuck him now. I've waited. I'm going to fuck him." Like, so it was evil. It's evil. So, like, okay, if that's like, I wasn't fucking with you. Why in the fuck did you come over here? I was fucking with. Why in the fuck did you come over here? Why did you come over here? What the fuck? You destroyed my whole little situation. But this is what a bitch, and you gotta watch that shit, dog. Don't don't let a bitch just keep coming in your life, fucking up what you got going on, and then once it's fucked up, so that mean a bitch come in, beat the hoe up that's in your house, stay there for a week, and then every time the phone rings, she on top of that shit. You can't talk to your side bitches like you need to. Hoes can't come to the house and shit like that. And then she knew I didn't have no car, so motherfuckers had to come. So they just make sure that you don't got no hoes. All your hoes that you currently have are gonna run away. All right, they gone, I'm gone. And but I always came back up. I always would come back up. But in her face, we back at the stop sign. In her face, it said, "I'm going to fuck him." And then to hear her mouth say, "We just need some space," and um so I didn't punch the window. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, and I start walking, and I start crying, and I cry because this thing that I made, that I made betrayed me. Didn't matter how many times I fucked over. None of that shit matters. This thing that I created fucking betrayed me. This is all that I had. This is all that I had. This is the only person who, let's say female. It's the only female who actually knew me. You know who I am. Everything. You know who I am, and it's gone now. It's gone now, and all of that hits you right in your chest. So I did. I cried. Oh, it's not about. It's not about. Of course, there's plenty of fish in the sea, but those fish don't know me. They don't know me. What does it matter that she's doing whatever? whenever she's around you, you don't even acknowledge her. So then I was being selfish because I don't want to fuck her. I don't want to do shit with her. I don't. The fuck? She has to beg and pay and all this shit just for me to fuck her. And this, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? I treated her like trash. Nothing. She told me one time, this hurt me also. She told me one time, she said, you act like, or you treat me like I'm not good enough for you. And that fucked me up because you've been here so long, you've been with me so long that seeing you in pain bothers me, regardless of what relationship it is, mother, son, fucking sister, cousin, friend. After you've been in close quarters with a person for so long, when they hurt, you hurt. Of course you love them. Of course you love them. But that girl was gone. That girl, and I can never get her back. I can never get her back. I lost everything because that girl was mine. I meet another girl, I don't give a fuck what she does because she doesn't have the standard that this girl does because this girl is mine. No one else has, this is mine. No one else has touched this. This is mine. I don't even touch it anymore for real. This is mine. But now that someone else has touched what was untouched, now that someone else has contaminated this pure thing that I show no love or affection towards, I had to look at, I had this prize, this treasure, this precious jewel right on the side of me. I paid no mind to it. But then as soon as the precious jewel finds another owner, I'm boo-hooing. So but that was the whole point, that I have something that no one else has, that no one else has had. Any other girl in the world, it don't matter about them because the fuck someone else didn't fuck. I'm not they, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else, they got history with somebody else. They probably got somebody they feel this way about. So how can I take them serious? As bitch say, a nigga know where home is. But so I cried. That's the whole point. So I cried about that. That's how big that was. That was a big fucking deal at that time. But I cried for and I cried for and Tracy. I'm on the porch crying. She turned the car around. By the time I had walked back to the house, she pulled up and shit like that. I'm crying on the porch, and she like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Fuck right, I'm alright. What the fuck? I'm be good." By the time I'm talking, whatever, I'm good. I don't give a fuck about shit. I'm be straight. I'm talking that shit, and then she pull off. So whatever, and now comes the healing process. So someone just died. That girl that I had raised had died. She's dead now. So now you got a bitch that's in her body that I'm having to deal with from that point forward. But so I was mourning the death of someone. Because my bitch would never say those words to me. She would never. But that was heartbreak. But 3 days after that, I'm Ayo Consaco. You know what I'm saying? I got this is around the time when Rich Homie Quan the shit was already dropped, but this the time when I got on there, Rich Homie Quan, I'm still going in. And that's where the song, Ayo, I do this every day, yo, 3 apartment, 2 house, let's have a party, let's have a party. And I was on the Miley, tabs, bars, just, but I was so fucking turned. I had a live ass little, you know what I'm saying, crazy little thing going on. So I'm just really running through the city going ham. Just doing the same shit I do. You know what I'm saying? I turn the fuck, I'm turned the city fuck with me. I'm in every club free and just, you know, just, I'm that nigga. There's no reason why I should have a girl and I shouldn't recognize that then. I shouldn't have no girl at no house waiting on me because that's gonna hurt her. That's gonna be painful towards her. She's gonna, then she has those thoughts like I'm not good enough for him and shit like that. I don't want that on my conscience. So I had to go through that pain. I still was fucking with hoes and shit like that, but I would never, you know, that's why I'm telling y'all, there will never be a love like your first love. After your first love, now you can think clearly. You can think clearly, you know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, because you know what it is. Like, this ain't your, you know what I mean? So, and maybe you need to get that first love out the way so you get your heart broken, shit like that, so you can think clearly. I could have easily been one of those niggas who, but I couldn't have been. See, I couldn't have been one of them niggas who kill his bitch and stab. I'm just, because that's just not, because it wasn't about this bitch being the baddest hoe. This wasn't the baddest bitch. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't ugly or no shit like that. But this ain't the baddest hoe. It wouldn't matter if she was. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, you're going to get tired of her. That's my issue. I get tired. I have a short attention span. Everyone should have someone who adores them, who celebrates them and not just tolerates them. My problem is I get tired of shit fast. The baddest bitch. You know what I'm saying? I've had the baddest hoe. If you're a Patreon, you'll see these pictures. You'll see, but that don't even tell the story about me and hoes. Like I told y'all, we can play all the games we want to play about God and Jesus and stuff like that. I will admit that I don't know the correct name because we know that Jesus Christ is that picture, and we know that the J wasn't formed till a certain time. But like I say, his whatever his name is, I think that he knows who we're trying to say, so I don't think that blocks nothing. Obviously it doesn't, but that's how I know. That's for sure how I know that he's there. Because as I've told y'all, there's no Is John Doe serious? Okay. Get him out of here. Alan Cass, do you want some attention? You've been in here for a while now. Why would you say that? Hey, I like that VA Fresh. I like that. But the thing is, you go through that. You go through that shit. We've loved before. You're not the only one that feels that way. You're not the only one that's gone through something. We've all been there. That doesn't mean that now you just take it upon yourself to, and maybe, like I said, me, it was like after that, it's like, who the fuck? I'm not gonna love nobody fucking else. That's the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But maybe some of y'all have had men. I know, I'm sure a girl can be in love multiple times, but I don't believe that she can be in that type of love multiple times with it burning that fire hot. But as a man, maybe you've been in love multiple times and shit like that. And in all these situations, you know, you get did wrong, and bitches only want you for money, and they use you and shit like that. And it's so crazy when I hear that from men, and they say that no, I'm a provider. I'm always provide, and provider is provider is ebonics for a trick. When a nigga say, "Oh, I provide for mine," he's saying that he's a trick. He's saying that I pay a bitch to talk to me. I pay a hoe to pay me attention and shit like that. She calls me because I give her damn near half of my welding check. And there's so many females that's living like that, as well as males that's living like that. And it's the reason why I jumped out of that life, because let's talk honestly. After that girl, I didn't love. There was no love. There was no love, and I wasn't going to be in love. Whenever I would be fucking with hoes, I would always have that girl in the back of my mind, like I'm fucking over and shit like that. But with her gone, now I'm just a dog off the leash, and that's why, like I said, 3 days later, I had found a new little, you know what I'm saying, and I had probably a month later, I was rotating 4 bad hoes. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this real. I'm gonna say it to you. That was one of the I've probably had 4 times in my life where that shit was so fucking live that it should have been in a movie, truly. But fuck the movie part. I was having so much fucking fun. I was on top of the fucking world. A month after I had, I was so fucking up. And it wasn't just a feeling. It wasn't just because I was rolling every day on Miley and just crazy. But the city had just, there was a club open every night. I was on a flip phone. I had a flip phone at the time. A flip phone. I would drop hoes off. This shit was crazy as fuck. And I don't even like thinking back to the time, because I know that's when the devil had his tightest grip on me. Because I was having so much fucking fun. Shopping, getting hoes. I'm on so much fucking Molly that I can't, your dick don't get hard. You know what I'm saying? Something happened in your mind to where you so goddamn geeked up, your dick can't get hard. So it's 3:00 in the fucking morning, and it'll be a bitch. The bitch, she in the bed, like right here and shit, like where you at, and I'm over this bitch walking back and forth. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, the thing about love is whenever you put it inside of a person, their heart beats different. See, I'm trying to tell you. See, I was just watching that show, and she would be grabbing at me. She grabbing at me like, come to bed, because she ready to fuck. She ready to fuck. She not on the dope. Like, none of these girls on the drugs and shit like that. They just in the bed. They just good girls and shit like that. But, of course, they ready to fuck. It's 3:00 in the morning. But I can't fuck. Like, my dick ain't gonna get hard. So I'm talking the whole to sleep. I'm trying to talk the whole to sleep, just walking back and forth, giving a whole fucking lecture. You know what I'm saying? And I would have to do that at times. Like, I would have to talk my way out of fucking because I was too fucking geek. So, but when I did fuck these hoes, dog, I'm talking about it was so live because of the fact that I know who I am. I know who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am a I got charisma and shit like that, but I knew where I was just at. I was just at I didn't have no car at the time. I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I was down bad, but within a month, I was so fucked. That's what happens in the street. It is, you never know. But so I would think back as this bitch is giving like this whole is like it's shine time. This whole is dancing while giving me head. Like this whole is not on her knees. She's on her feet, dancing while giving it. Dog, the shit was so goddamn live, dog. But I gotta get off this shit. I gotta get off this shit because the shit will it'll fuck you up, dog. This it'll fuck you up. It'll fuck you up. Look at this nigga. This is why I stick to weed. What the fuck is he talking about? I don't understand that. No. She don't. No, you don't want the girl to be on no shit. Get Michelle King out of here. Very good. And Pusha T. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, no, you ain't get Michelle King. But the nigga said, Pusha T said, this is why, fuck. See, yeah. See, okay, let's get to 50 shooter because I went too far. But I'm trying to tell you though, y'all niggas stop fucking with these goddamn stop fucking with these stop fucking with like stop trying to bash women because you've been hurt once or twice. Stop that shit. All right, as far as the what I was saying, and then my nigga coming into my that's why I stick to weed. My nigga, what are you talking about? My nigga, I was so much more turned than you. When I say turned, I mean I'm up. Money, I'm that nigga in the city, and I got all these hoes. Like nigga, that's why I stick. What was like what have you done? I guarantee the shit that I've done on Miley, Tabs, and Xanax will a million times outweigh anything that you ever done. You know what I'm saying? On that weed shit, and then you still a fucking bomb. You a fucking bomb. That shit kills you fucking slowly. You smoke a blunt, eyes red as fuck. You just high. You ain't getting nothing done. Like that shit. Like I believe, like if you gonna have fun, nigga, have fun. Don't just die and they gonna just fall asleep on this shit. That's bullshit. But because that it really bothered me because I keep on seeing shit about niggas. And it bothers the fuck out of me to see a nigga just get mad at a girl for no fucking reason and just think it's cool to play with them. That shit bothers me, dog. It really fucking bothers me. And then on my platform, and then because a nigga might try to justify, like, oh yeah, like, dog, this ain't what this is. This is not no female bashing platform. If that's who you are, my nigga, just let it be known that that's who you are. That's not who we are. AO Nation is not no niggas who fucking get off at by putting hoes down or putting females down. That's not what the fuck it is. And we just gotta get that shit clear, man. Like I'm not with that shit. That shit, it bothers me, man. What the hell is 904? Hey, what y'all got this Florida? What is this Florida thing doing? What's up with this Florida? Yes, a woman and a nothing ass bitch is different. That is correct. But it still with that, I need to see something in a fucking person. You need to. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you talking about Black China. You don't. It's certain things that you can say about Black China, but it's some words that shouldn't be fucking said. It's shit that you can say about a nothing ass bitch, and I look at you sideways like, hold on, dog. It's fucking demon fucking whore bitch. Just fucking kill her. She should just fucking kill her fucking self. God damn, my nigga, that shit kind of brutal, ain't it? Shit kind of violent, ain't it? The fuck you got going on, nigga? Don't mix that with me over here. I'm on some whole different shit. But when we talk about shooters, when we talk about this gangster shit, it was a big deal when Shiki came out, whatever. And still to this day, niggas swear to God that they got my shooter to the right. I mean, I just hate the way that this word is being misused and shit like that. Like niggas think that he a shooter because he got a gun. Like, no, my nigga. Like, how many people has he shot? A shooter is somebody who is like, he shoots people. You cannot be a shooter unless you shot more than 5 people. If not shot in the air, no, nigga. You have to be then shot 5 people at least. And I'm to be honest with you, if your shooter don't got nobody, it just sound like you telling me that your shooter gonna blow my face off, your shooter gonna like you giving all these descriptive words about what your shooter's gonna do, but your shooter don't even got nobody. Listen, your shooter could even be he can have a legal gun and shit like that. But this nigga has to be someone who's known for this shit. He's known for violence. And that's just how you know what's going on. So just next time you hear a rapper talking that shooter shit, like, and they point to the nigga, they bring him on camera, just look at that nigga, look at his record, and you can tell like niggas is bullshit. But I wanted to tell niggas about how like if you in that life, how to pick your shooter. And really, what I really wanted to talk about was how to be a shooter. You know what I'm saying? The correct things to do. Like, how do you, first off, to be a shooter, you need to you cannot have a love of pretty much anything. You can't have a love for nothing else but money. But you also have to know that your life is not going to last that long. That's another thing that me and Katrina talk about when we talk about I think I was speaking to her and I told her that while I was out there in the streets retarded, 23 to 26, I didn't plan on being alive. I didn't plan on being alive at 30. You know what I'm saying? I was living to fuck a credit card, fuck a credit union, fuck a post office. Those are things that has nothing to do with my life. My life has to do with today and maybe tomorrow. But it's just really today. Today's gonna end when I come home from the club at 3:00 in the morning. And then we do this whole thing all over again. So what the fuck am I wearing a condom for? And that's back to what I was telling y'all earlier about God being real, because there's no reason for me not to have an STD. Wasn't wearing no condoms, dog. Wasn't wearing no fucking condoms. I want to feel this shit. I did do that. I picked my bitches sedated, or like you had, like, I'm not fucking no demon. I'm not fucking no rat. I want the bitch to be, when she comes to where I was at, my hideout, I want her to be scared to come in that neighborhood. She needs to be scared as fuck to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck are we at? You don't need to be used to this shit. I don't need to be, when I tell you where I'm at, you need to be like, where the fuck is that at? You know what I'm saying? You need to be confused about where we at. Let's see what this is. Big Facts Podcast.
What's up, my man?
Who this?
It's Jarrell, bro. I'm calling out of Baton Rouge, man. I'm really shocked that you even answered the phone, my man.
Oh no, you shot now. Okay, don't freeze up on me now. Don't freeze up on me.
I always watch the show, and I just got the little email with your phone number. I was like, let me call this number, but I ain't really expect nobody to answer.
No, on the Patreon, all the patrons, they get that's one of the perks of being a patron. You get the phone number so you can call in. We live right now. We live on the show right now.
And that's what's up, bro. My name's Jarrell Kane. I'm out of Baton Rouge, and I've been watching your show for probably since like last year or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't never hit you up on no business type stuff because I already feel where you coming from about, people just hitting you up with what they trying to do, but they not trying to spend no money.
That's correct.
I got my own business, so I know how that is. So
yeah.
I've been saying, like, I'm going to hit him up, I'm going to do some business with him, but I'm not about to bother dude about this until I know I'm ready.
That's correct. Now, that's real business right there because, hold on, I'm trying to read this. Hey, Chris, where you heard this, I never seen someone facing. But, yeah, like, what's your business anyway?
I sell phones for a living, so I got a cell phone shop up in Baton Rouge, but right now I'm in the process of trying to get a website. So once I get the website and get everything on the website, that's when I was planning on hitting you up and get you to advertise the website on your show. So I have a place for the customers to go to.
Real shit.
So right now, I'm just selling phones up in Baton Rouge.
Okay. Man, that like I said, man, I salute that. And I love the fact that my platform has attracted so many people that are trying to do something, trying to be their own boss. The last thing I want to do is talk to somebody who is content with working for a goddamn white man.
Oh no, man. Like, I'm a full-time entrepreneur, so when you be talking about that, like, I don't understand where you're coming from. And it's not one episode that you have, and your show, bro, is really like the impact that you got. You gotta, like, I know you know your impact, but your impact,
I don't.
You have a major impact.
Listen,
like,
the thing,
you gonna touch 1 million subscribers.
Man, I hope, you know what? But I may not reach 1 million subscribers just because what I'm talking about and what I'm doing is not really, it's I would like what, because I was just talking to Katrina earlier and we was talking about, just the fame and famous and shit like that, and I just can't see that, I guess, because I'm in that person, so I can't see nothing like that. But I know that the shit that I'm saying is not for the masses because it would be too much like, right, you got somebody who's organic, authentic, they can't allow that to be pushed to the forefront, and that's why they really are trying to keep me at 85,000 subscribers, because like this shit really could change people's lives. Because like you said, this is a entrepreneur geared show. This show is geared towards people who are trying to be their own bosses. If you're good with being an employee, you're going to be offended every episode because I do not talk about the subject. The subject right now is how to be a shooter, how to pick your shooter. We have not spoken on that shit really at all, and I've been on for damn near an hour. We've not talked about that shit because it's just whatever comes to mind. But whatever comes to my mind, it's going to be. I think Jimmy Dean is a troll. It's going to be something that you can use. And that's all it is too. It's like we don't have to stay on the subject. Man, this conversation can evolve to anything that we need to talk about because it's only going to go to a positive place. It's going to be productive. whatever I'm talking about is going to be productive however it goes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, I'm so glad that you called in, and it truly does confirm, what I want to be true, which is the entrepreneurs and the soon to be bosses, real bosses are fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, I'm gonna forever be good. But even if YouTube, cut me off and fuck me over, I'm gonna be good, because as long as people know where I'm at, they're gonna show love. Because in a lot of situations, I'm pushing a lot of people to keep going or stop bullshitting. Like I started out saying that shit in the beginning, just on some, that's what I say and shit like that. But it really turned into something so much bigger, because I didn't know it was so many people that are right on the nip, right on the edge of doing something big, but they have something holding them back. Whether it be their own self-consciousness, whether it be the bitch they in the house with, or the nigga they in the house with, or sometimes they fucking mama, you know what I'm saying? They family members, they neighborhood, those things are holding them back. And finally, it seems like we have someone who's authentic. What we know, if we don't know shit else, is that a nigga is authentic. And he's giving us, and I'm talking to you like it's just me and you. We just talking and shit like that. It's not polished. It's not, perfect. A lot of times you'll have people like Katrina and fucking Fifth Dimension and the Trey Reed, and you'll have these people and Kitty. They'll correct me because I may say something wrong. I may do something wrong. I can't claim to be perfect because I'm still learning. This podcast shit is cool, and I like talking to people, but behind the scenes, me myself, I'm trying to grow something. I'm trying to do something. I'm building my own production company, production and promotional company, where we market and promote rappers and shit like that. So I take my time out to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right here with y'all, trying to stay motivated with what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, it's such, like I said, so it's just such a blessing to be able to, because I think the thing about all of us, dog, about all of us, all y'all that's on the show, I think what brings us together is that in our homes where we live at, we don't have 384 people around. You know what I'm saying? We're really outcast in our own city. You know what I'm saying? People, because we went the way that nobody else did. We're trying to be our own bosses. Everybody else was good with being an employee. So a lot of the times we find ourselves being alone. In this,
can I say something?
Go ahead.
It's a billionaire. I can't remember his name. He said the key to success is to do what others don't do. So if you running with the crowd, 9 times out of 10 you're running the wrong way. So, and another thing that I like about what you talk about, one thing I love about what you talk about, you expose these hood rats, no good hoes. Like, I'm just, excuse my French, but
are you good, nigga? You know we don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. Go ahead.
When you talk about that, oh man, you be hitting so close to home, bro.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're trying to do something up in life, when you're trying to start your own business, and sometimes you gotta get rid of that no good ass hoe, bro. She don't want to see you. She don't want to see you prosper. She don't want to see you grow, because she know if you prosper, you might outgrow her ass.
You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that.
And they just, I was dealing with the situation, man. I had a female I was dealing with. This female thought, I got my own business, man. I don't have time for that bullshit, bro. I'm trying to focus on doing this. But she always thinking I was cheating on her.
Yeah.
Always thinking I was fucking over. Come to find out, looking at her phone, this bitch been cheating on me the past couple months.
Oh, man.
Putting me through hell and high waters, just screaming.
Damn.
I don't know if you said something up in one of your videos. You was like, man, I can't really have no woman doing this shit like I'm doing, because I'm up here trying to talk to a camera, and she in the bed hollering, come lay down. Come lay down. I don't really want no woman right now, man.
Dog,
like, I just want to
and
get myself straight.
And listen to me, and you know what's so crazy, man, is that I'm so glad that you had enough strength to not only not kill that hoe, because a lot of niggas would do shit like that, but also just to leave, man, just to leave and keep on going forward, like, and continue to. I was gonna say continue to be successful, but what the fuck is success? Success is by our own accounts and what we want to do, dog. With what you're trying to do with these cell phones, that's an extremely big field. And in order for you to do what you need to do, see, you're gonna have to wear a suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? Right. You doing real business. You know what I'm saying? And see, you don't have to hate women to say, you know what, I'm going to fall back from dating. Because see, I'm sure that you don't have any issue with having not only a female employee, but maybe a female peer. You can learn from a female. If she's over right. you and she has something, she's more qualified in where you're trying to go, I'm sure that you can have a conversation. So it's nothing about hating the female, but you also know that, hey, right now, where I'm at, I'm not in that space where I can't lend that much of me out right now, because I'm trying to get somewhere. And that's how a person can tell whether or not you're serious. I was talking, shout out to my man, Black Wall Street TV. Also shout out my nigga King Gems, Black Diamond. King Gems might be that next nigga out of Danville, Virginia. But I told him, I said, there is something that happens when you bust a nut. When you bust a nut, something leaves you. And see, like I said, I've been celibate for almost 4 years. And that's
a blessing, man.
Yeah, you know, the 3 S's, that's what that is. But right. I've been celibate for almost 4 years, but of course I would still watch Pornhub and shit like that. Right. You know, it's a transition, but now I'm at a place where I haven't watched Pornhub since June 10th, and I'm just noticing not only I still feel the way I feel because I'm eating unhealthy and all that shit like that, but what I'm talking about is my energy around me. What I'm really saying is my look. A lot of people don't believe in look, but I'm telling you, my look has been Hey, see, now I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What's up?
No, but it just these faggot ass niggas, man. Like, hey, dog. Hey, look, if y'all wanna, dog, if y'all wanna say something about somebody, dog, say something about me. Like what I'm trying to see, like what the fuck, what's going on, dog? These niggas faggots, man. Like these niggas is really, really gay. Like I'm telling you, like these niggas just don't like girls. They don't like these niggas do not like girls. These niggas is on some shit like, because I'm always talking about Katrina and talking about the conversation that we have, because she educates me on the female side of shit. These niggas get jealous of her and hate her like the side bitch would hate the goddamn the wife.
Now you know that's some gay shit.
These niggas is fucking retarded. These niggas are like, they go at Katrina like, fuck that bitch, I want to be in that spot. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
Nah, you know that's gay.
The fuck?
Ain't no man gonna come like that.
And look at this retarded ass nigga. This nigga said, you need, he said, oh, no, never mind, my fault. No. It ain't no mod bot. I just don't want. Listen, I'm saying, if you do not like girls, please leave.
Get the fuck off.
This is not for niggas. This show is not for niggas who don't like girls. This is for niggas who have self-control. You understand? I was just telling Katrina again. I was telling her about the cucumber challenge, and I said I can't really watch that because that may set off something in my mind and make me think of head. And now that's how the devil works. He throws something at you from the world, and now your mind just takes it and run with it. So now all of a sudden, I need to go watch Pornhub. I'm not saying, and listen to me, I don't want y'all to believe what he's saying, and he has a porn addiction. No. I'm saying that because I'm to be honest with y'all, I've never been that sexual of a guy. Like, I've always been goal oriented. Right. I will fuck a bitch 3 times a day when I first meet her. But then after that, get the fuck away from me, bitch. Like, get the fuck. You know, that's just my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that I don't want to be reminded about sex when I'm celibate, and then on top of that, what I'm trying to do is keep whatever energy or whatever it is I lose when I bust a nut. I'm trying to keep that. I'm trying to keep that on me because I've noticed my luck. And I've noticed this through life. Like, my luck is not that good right after I bust, but after I haven't bust for a little while, it's like my luck is just building and building and building. Like I said, I told Katrina that YouTube all of a sudden monetized 2 of my videos. They ain't did that shit in I don't know how long. They monetized 2 of my fucking videos. So it's like my luck just gets better with me keeping whatever it is I have on me. So that's me working my self-control, pushing myself to to another limit to go to the next level. And that's what I want everyone. Huh?
I said you're not giving all of your energy to women.
Yeah, you know what? Exactly. I can't. It's not even about giving the energy to women. It's about giving my energy away. Period. I don't want my energy to go away. But Katrina just said some shit. She said it's getting so bad. I'm starting to think it's a bitch behind these troll accounts. Dog, that nigga Aeon Banks has been in here for a while.
But man, your show very impactful though, man. Like, I just be rooting for you, man, and you know, I just like what you're doing. I could tell by talking to you, like I could just feel like the energy that you let off.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really, like you really, I don't know, you really on point. You really, like, I know ain't nobody perfect, but I can just tell by talking to you, like, you really didn't align yourself with whatever it is that your true purpose is up in life at this point.
And man, I think now
type of energy you let off, my man.
Dog, and I appreciate that. And it's like anytime people tell me that they've gotten something from my words, like I actually have a place in my phone where I keep all of I call it the photo that is in is the 3 S's. I named it the 3 S's confirmation, where it shows where people tell me, hey man, I followed the 3 S's. And thank you so much. You changed my life. I was shooting heroin. I was snorting cocaine every day. Man, I stopped smoking weed. Man, thank you so much. You such a blessing. You sent from heaven. And they tell me this shit and they show it to me. In the beginning, because I was just so blown by it, I would show it to my mother. But it's happening so frequently now that, you know, I don't have to keep showing it to her. But it's like, I really think that's what's working for me, is because when I come on here and say what needs to be said for somebody. A lot of people, sometimes people will come on and say, that's, you know, they'll have their own opinion about what I say. Can we get to the next subject? They'll have all these fucking complaints. But what I know is that when I be talking about that weed shit, it touches somebody. When I be talking about that whole shit, it touches somebody. And they'll be like, dog, you was talking directly to me. I know that I know that you come from another place. You were talking directly to me. In the beginning, people were asking what my birthday was and where I was born at because they were sure that we were brothers. You know what I'm saying? And so I truly, like I said, I don't write nothing down. I cut the camera on and I speak. I cut the camera on and I speak. I just speak and I speak from what I've been through. And if you look back on the shit, when I was, in the locked up, I'm writing on the wall. I'm in the cell, sitting on my mat. I roll my mat up and I just write. First I'll think of a phrase and then I'll write it on the wall with a pencil. So you gotta, and them walls, they got all kind of. It's not really good to write on. It's not easy to write on. So I just that's how I get I just write some shit down so everybody can see it. I gotta write it so big that everybody can see it. So it might be a quote that Einstein made that I can think, or maybe somebody thought about at nighttime, like, we gotta stop fighting or we all gonna be dead. So that next morning I roll my mat up, take my shirt off, and I just all day long I'd be writing down phrases so that when people pass my cell, when they look in there, they look at the wall and they see all these fucking phrases that I didn't wrote. And even then, that was me being productive with my time, because if somebody walks by and they take something from this goddamn wall that helps them in life, it's all good. But like I'm saying, those things that I was doing back then, the reason why I think that God brought me through it was for this moment right here. He knew that I would, because I had 20 years worth of entertainment experience. So he knew that he can use me to bring people out of whatever storm that they were in, using me as if I'm an instrument, I'm a tool. So that's why I didn't die that night. That's why all them situations, I didn't, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, and some shit just disappears. I didn't get that sentence. This didn't happen that night, because he wanted me to be just like it's like the devil has so many soldiers. He wanted me to be and the devil has so many tools. So God had a plan the whole time. So because a lot of folks, like if you know my life, how I came up and all this shit like that, a person would, especially if you knew who my mother was, a person would say, how in the fuck, as I was going through it, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even tell people, who I was and shit like that, because it's like, how in the fuck is this nigga locked up? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest reasons why I left my hometown and went to a city where nobody really knew me and shit. Because it's like, I don't want to, I didn't want to start over. I want to be a gangster, nigga. Like, and I want to be able to live this gangster shit the real way. You know what I'm saying? So he brought me through so much, but I had to go through it. So now I can talk to people, and I actually do have answers to their questions. When they ask me about relationships, I have an answer. When they ask me about entrepreneurship, I have an answer. When they ask me about addiction, I have an answer. You know what I'm saying? Yep. This is this. You
got to go through the fire.
Exactly.
Before you can help anybody else.
Man, I had to go through it, and before I was even able to really truly speak at this level, I had to go through, what was it? 2 years of it was 2 years. So yeah, 27. 2 years of pretty much just, I had to come back home, and I went through hell. So I went through 2 years where he pretty much wiped all the dirt off of me, got me back where I need to be at, and now I'm back in front of people talking and trying to help. And that's all it is to it, man. So your call is so important, and it's a good thing to know at the end of the day that, man, this show isn't one of those shows where we talk about hip hop news. It's not that. That's not what goes on here. If the name Blueface or Tekashi 6, fuck any gay ass rapper got you here, then that's fine. But once you were here, then a nigga dove into your life to where it's like, man, who the fuck is this nigga, man? Who is this nigga? This nigga talking about shit that, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what niggas is going through because I've lived every life that there was to live. I've lived that life. I lived it.
Right.
I lived it. I really lived that shit. Like in real life, there's no life that a nigga, so it's just, I know the nigga going through, and I know that a nigga wants, like I told Katrina, again, I told her that ain't nobody in the street that wants to be in the street. No nigga in the street wants to be in the street. Every nigga in the street would surely get the fuck out of there if they had if somebody gave them $500,000 in a real estate job.
Yeah, they feel stuck.
Man, they feel stuck. It's all we can do, so we just gotta make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we just out here because we just gotta be out here. But you would think by listening to these rap niggas and shit like that, and if you just looking from the outside in, you would think, oh, them niggas love that life. Hell, fuck, nah, they don't. That's how you can tell. Huh?
They don't, man. I just man, they had a concert right here up in Baton Rouge. I think it was Saturday. Sherwood, Martin, and somebody else. Man, I figured it was gonna be bullshit at the concert, man. They was shooting inside the club, man. But that just brought me back to.
Oh, who show that was? Somebody sent me that story.
I believe it was
Sherwood Martin.
On the radio when they was advertising it, I believe it was Sherwood Martin.
Sherwood Martin, yep. Yep.
And I knew it. I said, man, they gonna be with that bullshit out there. They gonna be with that bullshit. They was shooting in the club, and people was talking about we can't never go out and have a good time without them cutting up. But you gotta understand one thing: when you listening to that gangster shit, when you follow that gangster shit type of music, man, and you go to those concerts, you gotta expect shit like that, man.
No doubt.
Like,
yeah, I mean,
talk about
like nigga,
the rappers that rap that gangster shit, and niggas want to listen to those songs and want to live the same shit that the rapper talking about. See, a lot of times the rapper just spitting that shit behind the mic. He ain't really living like that. But you'll listen to it and really live that shit. Now you ended up in jail.
Yes, and
you trying to live the song.
Yeah, and that's so sad. It's so sad because the nigga that's rapping the song ain't never lived that. They just playing, dog, and it's just a sad song altogether. I'm definitely gonna be going out in September. I get off probation in August and I start moving around in September, but I'm be moving around and shit like that. And plus on top of that, Lord willing, I'll have success in my promotion and marketing and production business, to where I'll be able to travel and talk to different people, and I'll have to go to certain clubs to see niggas perform and shit like that. And but I'm just gonna try to go in there with the blood over me and to protect me. Hey, look, but look, man, I appreciate you calling. And do you have an Instagram? Okay, look. If you're on Facebook, hit up my Tobin Frost page. You'll know it because I got the yellow thing on. I got my yellow what is that? The yellow screensaver. The profile picture is yellow. It says the Big Face Podcast. Hit me up on Facebook, man, so I can get your number locked in, man. It seems like you on the right track.
All right, that'll work, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate your love, my nigga. Love. Hey y'all, we out of here. And we go to my Instagram. We finna talk. Cause I'm saying we finna get this shit together.